I don't going to support any APC person. When they run for election, even if the APC can't call River State. So River State take, I know they support them. I don't enter politics. Say, would they do them days, say, if from River State, if from a, no, party will they talk. When our party, now I'm the motto, who drive us. Nobody say, if they defeat you for your opinion, you run. I don't go do it again. Nobody say, no, that time, you know, you're a true party person. So
we make we no expect say you go ever defect or come out from PDP?
Come out to go where?
Things will change. We don't say it happen again.
I get malaria. Now cancer they find. Why they talk like that? I get malaria. When they easy to treat. Now one man go cancer, why go die immediately? Which party? APC. I'm not going to talk like that. Party we don't kill Nigeria. Where we go now? Only fight one and fight my PDP, I will fight them there. If they win me, they win me. If I win them, I win them there. I think they run that body there. I mean, I know some don't fit win me. I will not there, will fight them there. But to leave PDP, we get malaria. Go APC, we get cancer. Come. And the stage of the cancer, where they for APC. Now the fourth stage, where they say, doctor, they talk, say, it's the hard. If I want, they say, now first stage, make it call God, say, okay. It don't happen. Now I want to make a go.
My country people, I allow now. Hey, una don't hear Wike. Hey, Wike say he go leave malaria, come run after cancer. Say APC that cancer. Oh my God, though. This say APC don't give you ministerial role. This Wike shey not the way they catch you at all. Wike. You don't run your mouth, say you no go ever come up for PDP, and yet you go loyal to APC. Wike, in fact, you say that if you ever go back to APC or you go, even that APC that you say that the stage 4 cancer na the day. Say, wait till you want go do for stage 4 cancer. Wike, stage 4 cancer don't give you they don't give you minister. Hey, I bet people want to watch.
With reactions trailing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's ministerial list that was sent to the Senate on Thursday, which featured 28 names. 7 out of the 28 names were women, which represents only 25% of the nominees as currently constituted. Although President Tinubu is expected to send a supplementary list to the Senate to meet up with the necessary constitutional requirements, the names presented have been generating reactions. Most controversial amongst the nominees are past governors Nasiru El-Rufai of Kaduna State and Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, who, during campaign season last year, said he wasn't interested in becoming a minister after his tenure as governor, because he does not consider himself a liability.
Come home and campaign and work for the party. Stop this Abuja politics of carrying rumors to the candidate. Only one person can be a minister from a state. I will not be a minister. I will not. I'm not a liability. River State is an asset. I don't going to support any APC person. When they run for election, even if the APC can't call River State. So River State take, I know they support them. I don't enter politics. Say, would they do them days, say, if from River State, if from a, no, party will they talk. When our party, now I'm the motto, who drive us. Nobody say, if they defeat you for your opinion, you run. I don't go do it again. Nobody say, no, that time, you know, you're a true party person. So we make we no expect say you go ever defect or come out from PDP? Come out to go where? Things will change. We don't say it happen again. I get malaria. Now cancer they find. Why they talk like that? I get malaria. When they easy to treat. Now one man go cancer, why go die immediately? Which party? APC. I'm not going to talk like that. Party we don't kill Nigeria. Where we go now? Only fight one and fight my PDP, I will fight them there. If they win me, they win me. If I win them there. I need to run my body there. I mean, I know some do not fit to win me. I will like that, will fight them there. But to leave PDP, we get malaria, go APC, we get cancer. Come, and the stage of the cancer, where they for APC, now the fourth stage, where they say, doctor, they talk, say, it's the hard. If I want, they say, now first stage, make you call God, say, okay, it don't happen. Now I want to make I go.
What do we call this? Poetic justice. I mean, Wike has been changing his tone back and forth in different ways. But you said something earlier about whether or not he's going to, what the PDP will do if he were to, be appointed a minister. But let me just take some reactions on social media. This is from Nefertiti, who wrote, after all the puffing, Wike and El-Rufai swallowed their pride. They lobbied to be on that list. But I hope the president of Kano is not on that politicians-dominated list. I'll reserve my comments until I see their supplementary list for now. We wait. Well, Solomon wrote, El-Rufai might be our new defense minister. Don't forget, Tinubu delegated him to answer questions on insecurity at Chatham House. Plus, I can't find any retired military personnel on the ministerial list. Also, he recently hailed the chief of army staff. Well, Senator Shehu Sani wrote, the president appointed people who betrayed others and hoping that they will be faithful, loyal, and honest to him, and that they will serve Nigeria with all their strength. I'll take a final tweet there. Nominating Wike, El-Rufai, Umahi for ministerial positions in the midst of the best of technocratic brains we have both home and abroad is a reflection of the decay in our system. Must we recycle expired and compromised brains instead of refreshing public service with new faces and new ideas? What do we really expect from a beneficiary of such a wrapped system as today's Nigeria? I believe that that was your rhetoric this morning. I listened to you all this morning, and I thought that was quite apt because that's the rhetoric, really. Why do we have to recycle these people again? We need fresh blood, we need new people, we need young people on the list. But go ahead, Ayo.
I think an ideal list would be a mix of the old and the new, but dominated by the new, because we do need the experience of the old, that's the truth. However, what we are hoping is that even if you're going to bring in the old, you're bringing people who have distinguished themselves in service. And that's what I've kept on saying, that the people who are from the old, what have they done to distinguish themselves to say, oh, definitely, they need to be part of this new government? And I'll just speak very quickly to the Governor Nyesom Wike video. Yes. I'll just say that the moral thing, I mean, the evidence is before us. The moral thing for him to do is to decline the appointment. I'll just say she just declined the appointment because he needs to stand by his word. He's a man of integrity.
Absolutely.
And finally, to the tweet that talked about former Governor El-Rufai being a potential defense minister. Let me make it clear, no portfolio has been announced, but in terms of analysis, people are guessing. If that should happen, then it would come to the question as to how well did he handle the Southern Kaduna crisis? Is that enough to say that, oh, he was, in terms of security? In fact, under his tenure as governor of Kaduna State, that's where he came under criticism perhaps the most in terms of his handling of the internal crisis, security, crisis in Kaduna State. So that would be quite curious if he does make Minister of Defense.
Absolutely. Dr. Abate, should
except that there are two different functions.
Well, I wanted to ask you a question. Should Wike decline the list, as Ayo has said?
In Kaduna State, it doesn't give you the same kind of qualifications that you need to be Minister of Defense. But we speculate. When we see the portfolio, we will know what it is. Now, to go back to Governor
Wike, yes.
Two things. Number one is that I keep telling politicians that volubility is not an asset. Because we now live in an age whereby the internet, they say, right, doesn't forget.
Yes.
Anything you put out there, people could use it to remind you of what you said previously. And that's precisely what has happened to Governor Wike, who was speaking at the inauguration of the Port Harcourt International Airport at Tomangwa. And he was saying he doesn't want to be a minister. He doesn't want to be a liability. There can be only one minister from Rivers State, and that PDP is malaria, APC is cancer.
Stage 4.
Now, Emmanuel Efeni made a point that we should not assume that those governors, those 4 governors whose names are on the list, just got there by accident. that they must have lobbied for it.
Absolutely.
And that they are aware of it.
Absolutely.
That he doesn't think it's an accident. So that's why people are calling out former Governor Wike to say that, I thought you said you didn't want to be a minister. So you have now moved from malaria to cancer. How about that for integrity? But the answer will be supplied, I imagine, by the People's Democratic Party. Because the PDP has issued a statement saying that, look, good riddance to bad rubbish. So they are even referring to Wike as bad rubbish. And that they are just waiting for him to accept the appointment. And if he does, then the party will take a decision. But, well, of course, you can assume that he will take the appointment.
Okay.
However, the other part of it in all of this, because it's not the only former PDP person or PDP person that is on that list. There are others who left PDP maybe in 2019 or who joined, APC towards the 2023 election. But one way you can justify it is to say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had promised a government of national unity. And we had argued on this platform and elsewhere that he should look far afield, that it should not be job for the boys. But if this can provide justification, has he looked far afield enough? If he's looking far afield and he wants to pick somebody from PDP, why should he be
Governor Wike?
Although Anthony Killer was also on this program, and Killer was saying that Wike is a sober statesman.
Oh, very nice.
So this may be an indication of sobriety, having reflected on what he said before. He may have decided that maybe cancer is not bad after all.
Really?
After all, why? He's a human being, can change his mind. And so no, malaria is too mild. Let me leave malaria. Maybe he wants to embrace cancer. That's precisely what he has done.
Fine. Cancer is not bad. It's not bad after all.
Okay, if he didn't dare, he didn't dare. You see, Mr. Asari Lukubo led us in a song. I want to sing that song before I analyze. Turn by turn, oh.
He's
now
so
Wike
famous.
turn,
Wike's turn,
oh.
oh.
Turn by turn, oh. My sister, wait for your turn.
Well, all right.
The truth is, it's Wike's turn. So whatever I said before, you are trying to think Nigerian politicians have integrity. He said he will not leave his party. That was just talk. Politicians only go where suits their interests. So it's their turn. It's his turn now. After all the work he did in Rivers State, the work that he did so well that some people were even pitching that, we didn't say you should win. Just 25%. You won the whole state. And you expect him not to claim anything for work done. No, Oji, it's not possible. So do not believe all the things he said before. Now the PDP does not rock his boat again. And I'm sure if you ask him, what is wrong with the state of the cancer of APC? Now, he will say that stage 4 cancer is in remission. That's what he's going to say. So don't believe politicians too closely. I think what we should think about always is the development of our country. Today, politicians will say you are the best thing ever. Tomorrow, they will say otherwise. And let me tell you, this thing is never deep or personal for them. All right? When you look at it, if today the values does not align again and he needs to move to another party, he will do it. But I think it's incumbent on this party that doesn't have the oomph to be able to push him out when he's done something wrong. Because this man has definitely worked against his party. He's been antagonistic to his party. He's done everything to bring his party down. And he's gotten away with it. So the PDP does not have the bites to be able to deal with him. So he's just showing it in the face. If he accepts the ministerial position and you push him out, that's after the fact. He's won already in this battle. And let me say this morning, as sad as it might be, an objective I want to say, it is now 1-0, 1 for PDP, 1 for Wike, 0 for PDP.
I like
We are counting
Dr.
scores.
Say, just enter. But I wanted to talk about the 7 women that made the list as well, because I know I sent that story, and I thought it was quite a good one. But let me just take one reaction from Ada Anambra, who wrote, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu breaks record, appoints a 36-year-old, the youngest minister in the 4th Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Betta Edu, medical doctor par excellence, and a humanitarian icon in what looks like a miracle for the Nigerian youth who have so far been shut out of the Federal Executive Council of Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu has defied all odds to nominate the youngest minister in the history of Nigerian politics in the fourth republic of this country, Dr. Betta Edu, a Harvard-certified 36-year-old medical doctor and public health specialist with great passion for humanity. I mean, I thought this was good. We're looking for more women, and I know you talked about in 2019 when former President Muhammadu Buhari also appointed 7 women to his cabinet. They're all there, but there were 7 out of 42, representing 17% of the total cabinet. Dr. Vati, I heard you talk about Uju Kennedy. You said that you don't really know her portfolio, but I'll tell you, she's from Anambra State, a legal practitioner. In the last election, she was the only female presidential aspirant of the APC who later stepped down for, the president at the primaries. Okay, you said that. I didn't hear you say. I thought that you said that you weren't sure of her portfolio. Yeah.
Was it Dr.
No,
Dorcas?
Dorcas. Was
it Dorcas that you... Oh, I thought it was Uju. Okay, but people, since they have not attached this portfolio to these women, people are saying that some analysts have said during that primary, she didn't have a speech, she was dancing, and and they said maybe they might, attach her to the arts and culture aspect of it. But we also have Stella Okotete. She's also young. She's 39 years old. She's the executive director at the Nigerian Export-Import Bank. Among other degrees, she holds a master's degree in public administration and peace studies and conflict resolution. She's from my state. She's from Delta State. Yay! But there's a video of her praying as soon as the ministerial list was released. Let's take a look at that video really quickly.
Worship you, Jesus. I give you all the praise. I give you all the praise. In the name of Jesus.
This video has been trending.
It has to serve the fear of God. It's not just about praying and thanking God. We are watching you. You are representing the God that you just thanked now.
Absolutely. All right, let's take another story. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Thursday asked Nigerians to be patient with the high cost of living currently plaguing the nation as a result of the fuel subsidy removal, stating that he feels the pains of citizens. Tinubu was speaking at the State House while receiving All Progressives Congress national youth leaders from across the country. The president assured the group that the hardship of the moment will give way to a more prosperous, equitable, and inclusive economy.
I can assure you that I understand your pains and the pains of your uncles, brothers, and your moms. I understand, I feel it. It is not easy to get out a monster of over 40 years that is called subsidy. For few leaders, elites, fleecing Nigeria is not acceptable and will never be acceptable to us. Our life is back. Our prosperity is coming. Our happiness is along the way.
All right, Rufai, I mean, we see the president here again asking Nigerians to be patient. I think it was the will I saw last weekend. The headline there was, "Where are the palliatives?" Patience, patience, patience,
Yeah.
we're waiting. Where are the palliatives?
President Tinubu will keep saying, Nigerians be patient, and we get that part of the story. But I said something, I think I quoted Francis Bacon ad nauseum. Hope is a good breakfast, but it's not a good supper. It's a terrible supper. You keep telling Nigerians to be patient, but we're not seeing the real work. See, if you say, Yorubas have a saying, if somebody says, Audrey, I'm going to give you clothes to wear, I'm going to give you very expensive clothes to wear, check what that person is wearing. So if you are telling Nigerians to be patient, what are the signs are you showing them that their patience is worthy? As of today, The NLC has not concluded, we've not heard the last of the meeting between the NLC and the government committee. They set an 8-week timeline. They have only met 2 times. As of today, doctors are still on strike. All right? As of today, NLC says the 2nd of August, they're going to start theirs. As of today, we've not seen any workers, although some of the states have come in through, they started giving some of the palliative, but from the government, that needs to come down, we've not seen anything. As of today, we've not seen a forensic audit of the NNPC to even know how the direct sale, direct purchase agreement went with the crude oil swaps that we had. So you have not given us the signs that will truly start to cushion the effect on the people.
Yes.
All right? You just only gave us ministers the other day, just yesterday. And you said you were going to hit the ground running.
Only 28 of them.
So you can't keep
Not
us
all
telling
of
us, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets to a stage, the Yorubas also have a saying, when the parents keep telling the child, "Oh, mommy, don't kill me, don't kill me." It will get to a stage, the parent will not tell the child, "Oh, mommy, don't kill yourself." So please, President Tinubu, apart from this be patient word, if the government brings out a plan now for a couple of things to help cushion the effect on the people, then we say, okay, there's a plan to work with. But you can't keep saying be patient, be patient, be patient. Patience not be food.
You fry.
People not they shop
right.
patience. People they trek, they waka for Lagos. They hungry, they suffer. Patience not be food where they go shop.
That's a song, correct? Is it?
Call her anything, no.
Okay, that is the truth, really. But I mean, what are the private sectors doing at this point? We know that the governors have done well. Some states have done well by putting in, those measures for transportation and all of that. But we've also heard there's a story going around. Zenith Bank have increased the salary by 100%. I also 100%. Jimbo, we have to applaud them. We also have Air Peace Airline as well. Yeah. They've increased their salaries by 100%. And I think that these people need to do more as well.
I wanted to comment on the this patience mantra.
Patience.
Number one, it was Mr. Bayo Ononuga who first tweeted on social media and said Nigerians should please be patient. And a number of people criticized him for saying that. Second, it was Senator Dayo Adeyeye, spokesperson for the Ninth National Assembly. And now the president himself is preaching patience. Well, Nigerians are the most patient people you can ever think of. We have gone through a lot, very resilient people. Yes. So preaching to Nigerians that they should be patient is like stating what the people are already doing. If they were not patient, do you know what would have happened in this environment?
Absolutely.
Now, secondly, what Nigerians expect is action, results, not promises, not rhetoric.
All right.
Beyond that, the president started his statement by saying, "I can assure you." That's a notorious phrase.
That was under the former administration.
I can assure you, please. Somebody should send the president a small memo. As much as nobody has a monopoly of language, as much as possible, let him not come and say, "I assure you." No, please. We have had enough of assurance. And then finally, the young men that went there, it was a group of APC youths led by Dayo Israel. I noticed that Dayo Israel has added Abdullahi to his name.
I noticed that too.
I was wondering, when did he become Abdullahi?
Friend.
I've known him for a very long time.
He's a pastor.
Now he's now calling himself Abdullahi. And what was the mission of the youths? They want appointments. So, well, President Tinubu has shown interest in that direction.
All right.
With the appointment of a 42-year-old, a 39-year-old, a 36-year-old.
Yes.
Well, maybe the youths, they want more.
All right, well said, Dr.
Maybe the Abdullahi will also use another state of origin.
As if our youths, real.
Okay. All right, then let's take our final story. By celebrating the Super Falcons' 3-2 victory against the Matildas of Australia in their second game of the 2023 Women's World Cup. Well, 28-year-old Asisha Tosola, who played a crucial role as a super substitute in the game, stunned fans with a 72nd minute strike in the game, which turned out to be Nigeria's winning goal and the team's first victory in 6 consecutive World Cup games. With the goal, Oshola became the first Nigerian to score in 3 Women's World Cups.
Ball over the top of Kennedy, needs to be careful here. Oh, in a mess, Oshola! Kelly. The huge upset here. Nigeria in a great position now to go through to the round of 16.
Well, Dr. Abati, we saw First Lady Remi Tinubu celebrating the Super Falcons victory, if we have that video. But the most important thing, Dr. Abati, was the fact that she took off her shirt. Her shirtless picture was trending on social media. Some said that if we can pull up, she said that picture was trending on social media. A lot of people were saying, she's Muslim. And people were also talking about her religion going against that. But another person that was trending was Super Falcons defender, Ashley Plumter, who stole the show during celebrations after Nigeria's victory over Australia. The English-born defender impressed many on social media with her dance moves as the team celebrated in their dressing room, dancing to King Wasiu Ayinde Marshall's Adeori or King and Ashake's Lonely at the Top. Oh, congratulations to the Super Falcons. Amazing, amazing. I know we all discussed this during the sports segment. All I have to say is congratulations, and we wish them the best at the World Cup.
This is Bod TV Bod. In case the first time you come here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more uploads.